I mean, you as a gold medalist from the previous Olympics, I mean, what does it take to get there? And just describe the feeling for us.
Oh yeah, it's exciting times. I mean, we've qualified to go to the Olympics. Sadly, we just missed out with the men's four. And now it's a tough time. If you haven't qualified to the previous Olympics, previous World Champs, which were last year in September. So we had to qualify 3 qualifiers. We only had qualified one. And what's going through, obviously, the guys now, they're training in camp. It could be in the situ. So it's basically just heads down and preparing for the games.
And rolling back the good old times, I mean, the vibe in that at the Olympic Village in London. How just take us through that feeling.
Yeah, as an athlete, you do get to enjoy a little bit of it, of the vibe, but only after racing. But pre as you arrive the first day, your head is down. It's just about performance, pure performance. The only time that you get to enjoy it is obviously the after. It is the most exciting time in your life. Athletes Village, it's the size of 4 rugby fields. It has food, different food supplies, and there's Khotso fridges all over, depending on or at the time it was Coke, sponsorship. And the drinks were free, so you can just take it and take your Coke and move around. It is unreal, you know. It's like walking in the middle of nowhere. You can just take the food, you can just take it. It's exciting times, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
And the last question for you: 12 years later, I mean, yes, you sitting here with memories. What are you doing these days?
So these days, I am a manager and coach at the University of Johannesburg. That's where it all started for me. Basically, giving back coaching and still loving the sport.
Yeah, so Krog, I mean, for you as a former athlete, what would a sponsorship of an alcohol-free beverage coming into sponsoring sports and athletes mean to you, considering, you know, the relationship between alcohol and sports people sometimes?
Yeah. First of all, just to be clear, there's a lot of athletes that drink alcoholic beer, right? And for this kind of for Corona Zero to step in, it also plays a healthy mindset for athletes to know that, okay, I can have this to relax, but you know, it's not affecting my cells, it's not affecting my health, because there's no alcohol in it. It doesn't affect their training, it doesn't affect their perception, it doesn't affect their competition. You know, it's more of a relaxation type of a thing where you just chill in your own. And also, you know, it's very important to relax. I think it's more important to relax, because if athletes sometimes want to relax and then you don't want to drink because we are in season. Some athletes don't even drink at all, you know. So I think this was a good partnership for that. But more so, it's a good partnership for the fact that they now want to open up a longer path relationship for the athletes in terms of what do we do with those athletes who are finished jumping, you know, or who are finished running, or who are finished competing, you know. Do we now incorporate them into their brands, you know, and start assisting them for life after sport, so they can start also making another career? So I really think that's a very positive thing to look at.
And this must be like the good times for athletes in South Africa. I mean, as the chairperson of the Athletes Commission, seeing corporate now investing in our sport. Back in your day, sponsors were very scarce. I mean, this must be a big thing for you, like looking at the bigger picture.
It's absolutely a huge thing, and it's one of the questions that I was imposing to the CEO of Corona. That look at the access that you have to, from the athletes. You've got these great athletes that are willing to participate with these kind of brands. Whereas for us in the past, there weren't many brands. In fact, when it comes to a beverage like Corona, I don't think it would have even stood a chance back then, you know. But things grow, you know, things change, things work for the better. You know, there are products that brands like Corona are able to introduce to bring themselves into the space of sports, and they were able to do that correctly. And I do see a really long path of this relationship.
And then let's roll back the good old times. Let's go back to 2008. I mean, you were the only athletes out of the entire team who brought home back a medal. I mean, it was a silver in the long jump. How was the feeling, and how did that medal change your life?
2008 medal for me was absolutely something that has paved the way for me. You know, I'm here today because of that medal. It played a huge role. And I think what it has also done, it has opened up a door for me to go and actually say, look, guys, I want to serve the athletes. You know, it also opened up the door to say, guys, what can you do for the athletes? You know, brands are more open to athletes who have been there before, you know, and people that still want to serve athletes to go further. And I think that's what the medal did for me. I'm able to go and speak for other athletes. You know, I've become that voice, and I think that's very important. So that medal is done there.
Your prediction for Paris 2024 in terms of medal count, Team South Africa?
I believe God has done something very different for the year 2021, 2020 Tokyo Games coming into 2024, and what that is different is 2024 Paris and Paris Games and Paris Paralympic Games would be open games, right, than the previous two. So for me, this should be a stepping stone for the athletes to say, look, go in there, fight, and then 2024, it's the time to really start counting the medals. For me, I really think this is a very good stepping stone. And yes, we're going to get surprises and get a couple of medals. I really think we should be, you know. But 2028 and 2032, for me, that's where it counts. That's where it counts. I mean, these athletes are coming from the Olympic Games that were locked down. So this is still going to be a shock for them, you know, because they haven't seen Olympic Games that are open, because this is a young team. You know, some of the senior athletes, they know how the other games have been. But the young ones, they are very first Olympic Games were shut down. Now they're coming into this open thing. It's going to be a little bit of a shock. I think that's what people don't see. But it's going to be a great building to 2028.